Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah and today we are going to be picking out my May TBR with these reading prompt cards. Also, welcome to my library slash dining room. This is my dining room table. Don't mind this. It is a painting my sister drew that I accidentally smashed the frame of when I was vacuuming. She needs to be fixed. But yes, on this channel we have not yet filmed in my little library. This is like shelves over there and also over there. So I've basically taken over. So I did this type of video on my ASMR channel for my March TBR, I believe, and I feel like every couple months doing this is a lot of fun because it gets me to read books that I probably wouldn't have chosen for that time. And also when I did it in March, I found like 4 new 5-star reads, so that was pretty cool, but I'm also a bit of a mood reader, so I don't want to do it every month. So what I used were these reading prompt cards from Illumicrate that I got like last year sometime. I've taken out the 5 prompt cards that found me my March TBR because I want to have fresh cards for May. And every couple months we'll go through these until I'm done the entire deck and then we can start over. So I have a lot of books on my physical TBR. That's how I am picking the books when I pick the card. My physical TBR, I have actually rearranged all my books so that the books I've read and physical books I have not read are completely separate. So this entire shelf is my TBR, as well as the first shelf on this side. So we have lots of books that we can choose from. There are certain books that I'm hoping some cards will lead me to, but who knows? It is up to fate. It is up to the cards. Let me just mix these up a little bit and we can choose our first one. It is also extremely windy today, so you may hear some wind in the background. I'm like standing in front of our back door. Yeah, so natural light today. I never get to film in natural light. This is actually so nice. Okay, I think they're as good as they're gonna get. I'm going to be picking 5 prompts just to give me a little bit of leeway because I'm sure there's gonna be a few books that I want to read in May anyways, and because I want to actually read these. So I'm just gonna fan them out, pick at random. Why do I get so nervous about this? Oh wow, it's the right way around. You see? A book with fated mates. Okay, I feel like that could be a lot of books, a lot of fantasy books for sure. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get like a contemporary book that has fated mates. See, the problem with these prompt cards is that I don't know what every book in my physical TBR is about. So there could be a book that I want to read that's fated mates, but I have no idea. So yeah, give me a moment. I think I am going to have to look through my fantasy shelf. This is all fantasy, by the way. Fantasy, cozy fantasy, YA. High over there is thrillers, nonfiction, lit fic, romance, all of that stuff. So give me a sec. All right, y'all, I don't know why that was so hard to find. I had to end up Googling it, and every single book that I saw, I either didn't have, didn't know, or I have read, and it took me Googling new books with fated mates to find these 2 that I do have on my shelves. And honestly, these are not books that I would have picked up for myself anytime soon because I'm in the middle of so many series, but the cards have spoken. So first we have a Fate Inked in Blood, and I really don't know, about these books, but I am trusting Google, and it's also called A Fate Inked in Blood and Saga of the Unfated, book 1 by Daniel L. Jensen. I've had this book, wow, since March 2024. Yo, I've had this book for over a year now. I think the second one is the second one out now, but this is a romantasy based on Norse mythology. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I am excited about this one. But yeah, I also, When the Moon Hatched. This one was in my Books I'm Scared to Read video, mostly for this reason. It's huge, and there's a glossary in it. The second book comes out this year at some point. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to this one purely for the length, and I kind of want to wait until the second one's out. So I think I'm going to go with A Fate Inked in Blood, because there's mythology, and I like mythology, although I also like dragons. I think I'm going to go with this one. Sorry for those who want me to read When the Moon Hatched. I will at some point, but for now, this is going on. Let me see, can I put it on my broken pictures? You can see the lineup so far. Okay, so that was fun. One down. I honestly love like TBR videos like this. They're so much fun. Okay, let's pick another one. I wish you could pick for me. I'm gonna go more in the middle this time. It's upside down. Can you read it? I can't read it. It says, a book that has been adapted into a movie or TV show. Actually, that's good. This is good. I think I have a lot of options, and I love reading books before I watch the movie or TV show. So, yeah, okay, good. This will give me options. Okay, I definitely have more than this. This is 3 options. They're all from my lit fic kind of romance shelf. This first one is The Perfect Couple by Ellen Hilderbrand. This is the Netflix adaptation cover. It is, I think all of her books are like lit fic mixed with some sort of mystery, like someone dies in them, and I think they all take place in Nantucket. And they're like rich people drama, which I freaking love. And I've been wanting to watch the Netflix show, but I want to read this first. So this is a good option. The show only came out last year too, and this is a standalone. And then the other standalone I have is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, which is an older book. The movie is like not older, but like within the last 10 years, 2016. Okay. Which is also a movie that is on Netflix with, what's her name? The actress. Oh my God. She played Aria Montgomery in Pretty Little Liars. This actress, love her. What the frick is her name? Anyways, she is in the movie, and I've been wanting to watch it. I've had this book probably for forever. Can you hear the wind? That is so loud. Anyways, this is a good option, and it would also get a book off my shelves that I've had for a long time, which I'm also trying to do. And the last trilogy I have is The Summer I Turned Pretty, which is a YA romance trilogy that I have yet to read, and I've been really, really wanting to read it. They just seem really cute and sweet, and they're also a show on Netflix. So this is one that I wanted to read kind of this summer anyways. Honestly, all of these kind of are. And yeah, they're little YA romances. They're none of them are very long, so I could honestly probably just put like this whole trilogy on my TBR. And you know what? I think I'm gonna. Okay, The Summer I Turned Pretty is going on because I really want to watch the show. Third pick. Okay, let's go for one like at the bottom here now because I've kind of gone along it. Let's go. This one, upside down again. A romantasy book. Okay. Oh, this gives me all of the options, guys. Half of these books on the shelf are romantasy. Okay. This is good. See, this is what I wanted because this gives me the opportunity to read a book that I have been needing and wanting to read for way too long. I was going to go for The Cruel Prince, but I think from what I've heard, and I'm honestly happy about that, The Cruel Prince has been like mislabeled as a romantasy when it's really more of a fantasy, which I like. I like that. And The Cruel Prince is like up here on my TBR, so I was really hoping for a card that I could pick that. But I feel like because the card says romantasy, I would be doing it a bit of an injustice. I know there's romance in it, but I don't think that's the main focus of the books. So I went with One Dark Window. I took out the duology and two twisted crowns. I'll just put the first one on my TBR, but I do have the duology, so this isn't too daunting. It's just 2 books, and it is, yeah, it's one of the ones at the very top that I just need to get to. I know I'm gonna love, and yeah, I'm just super duper excited for it. So this is dark, gothic, romantasy. Yeah, I am into it. Hopefully this is romantasy, right? That's what I gather from it. Either way, it's going on. And you can go back in there. Hopefully I can read the whole duology. That would be cool. Okay, what did we've done 3. So 2 more. I don't want it to end. I just want to pick them all and then have an impossible TBR because it's too much fun. This is the problem with this, is I have so much fun with these videos, but then it restricts me to what I can read, which is a good and a bad thing. Okay, what should we pick this time? Let's go, this one's calling my name. Is it upside down again? Oh my God. Okay, I'm not looking, I'm not looking, I'm not looking. I'm scared. Oh, the oldest book on your shelf? Oh my God. Yo, I don't know. Probably, I do have quite a few books that I've had like since childhood. Most of my childhood books are at my mom's house, but some of like the older childhood books I do have here. Okay. Could be a classic too. Oh, we shaking? Stop. Okay. I have 2 options. I genuinely don't know what I've had the longest, but these 2 definitely since my childhood. So I'm gonna pick one of these. The first one is Anne of Green Gables, which is definitely a classic, definitely a Canadian classic, which I am proud of. We went to Prince Edward Island when I was, oh my God, like 10-ish, and I believe I got this during our PEI trip and visit, and I have not read it. I think we read some of it there, but this is the story of Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. It is a novel, right? Yeah. Question mark. Anyways, I have been wanting to read this, so this is a good option. I as well have The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. This is my copy of it, which I've again had since a child, and I know like this is a beloved book. I know it's an amazing book, so I think I might go for The Book Thief, just because it is a highly anticipated book for me. Like, I'm ashamed that I haven't yet read it, so I do think I'm gonna go for this one. It says, it is 1939, Nazi Germany. The country is holding its breath. Death has never been busier and will become busier still. So they're both kind of historical fictions. I don't know if this one has some fantasy elements to it. I really have no idea. Oh, and it's a movie too. Oh, this kind of checks off 2 of our card boxes today. That's fun. Okay, so yeah, I'm going with The Book Thief. Plop, beautiful pile. All right, we're down to our last card. Why am I so nervous? Oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? Like, stop. Okay, let's go kind of middle of the road here. And it's probably gonna be upside down again. You can see it, I can't. A book by an author of color. Oh, that's great. Okay. I think, well, I was gonna say, I think I know what I'm gonna pick, but I actually don't know. I have a lot of options. Again, a lot of options. I guess I only have 2 fantasies on there. I was thinking that I had a lot, but I guess I don't have that many. Okay. Okay, I could start another freaking fantasy series, but I really don't want to do that. I really don't. So what do I do? God. Okay, this one was an easy one. Oh, why? Stop shaking. I didn't even touch you. This one was an easy one because, yeah, I could have, well, there were a few fantasies I could have gone for, like Legendborn. I want to read Legendborn so bad, but I can't start another series just yet. So I'm actually mixing it up a bit and going with a non-fiction. I am going to read The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. Wow, hello, can you even see it? There we go. This is How Little Things Can Make a Big Difference. So I've been wanting to read this one for a bit. This one actually came out about 20 years ago. And I know that because he has a new book that came out this year? Okay, October of 2024. So last year, but this is Revenge of the Tipping Point. So kind of a sequel to this book. So this one was 20 years ago, and then this one is almost like a revised, like what has changed since this one. So I really want to read this, but I want to read this one first. And this is one that I actually thrifted. So she's a little bit, it's actually in good condition, but you can tell like it's faded and that, I was going to say you can tell that someone's read it, but the spine's not broken there. Well, I don't know if it would. Okay, anyways, this is what I'm going to read, and I am very much looking forward to it. It says, the tipping point is that magic moment when an idea, trend, or social behavior crosses a threshold, tips, and spreads like wildfire. Just as a single sick person can start an epidemic of the flu, so too can a small but precisely targeted push cause a fashion trend, the popularity of a new product, or a drop in the crime rate. I'm really looking forward to this. And ZVR. I did put the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy on here, but it's really just the first one that's on my TBR, but they are so short and YA that I expect I'll be able to get through the trilogy this month. Honestly, that's really not that bad. Like, none of them are super duper long. This is the only series that's not complete. Trilogy, duology, standalone, kind of duology. So I'm not like putting myself on a bunch of super long series here, which is good. I don't want to stress myself out. So here we go. We have a book by an author of color, Shazam, The Tipping Point, the oldest book on your shelf, or one of The Book Thief. A romantasy book, One Dark Window. A book that has been adapted into a movie or show, The Summer I Turned Pretty. And lastly, but firstly, a book with faded mates, A Fate Inked in Blood. If that doesn't have faded mates, this is lying. Okay, let me know if you have read any of these. I'm quite excited to get into these. I do love how doing this kind of thing, you know, branches out, makes me branch out my books and gets me to read my physical TBR, which is awesome. If you made it this far in the video, thank you honestly so much. I really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to. I have lots more book content planned for this channel, reading vlogs, hauls, all kinds of stuff, little book chats, fun stuff like that. And yes, please go take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hopefully. Bye.